This is the Bass Harbor Lighthouse that's so close to us from the boat, and this is the Bass Harbor Harbor Bell that we hear all the time from our camper. We are heading for those islands way over there.
Pool through this little narrow spot. That's the incoming tide. And the tide really matters out here on Great God's Island. In this area of Maine, depending on the phase of the moon, we have a 10 to 12 foot tide.
We saw a pair of bald eagles. See if you can find both of them in the trees. There were lots of seals here on this island. They look like little dogs poking their heads up out of the sea.
Those are two gray seals. When you see the long, flat forehead and the bigger nose, those gray seals are also called horsehead seals. So they have more of a horse look to the head than the puppy dog look of the smaller harbor seals. These ledges where the cormorants redecorated over the summer. You'll see in the white there these straw nests that they built. The ducks, little raft of ducks over on the right hand side here. Those are common eiders. Common eiders were extinct on the coast of Maine by 1908, and there are over 100,000 of them today. This year, most of them made it. They had an incredible year. They're kind of scattered around the islands now since the bald eagles made it out here. They don't even get a break at night out here when the bald eagles are back in their nests in the evenings. Once it's dark, these islands are full of great horned owls, and the great horned owls are out here hunting on the birds all night in the dark.
Now we're heading into Frenchboro Island. We're going to dock at their little dock, have a little lunch, and look around.
Right on our bow. If you take a walk around town after lunch, you'll go by the Congregational Church, a couple hundred years old. On the top of that Congregational Church is a weather vane that is a brass codfish that's been up there for about 120 years. And a codfish is a pretty good symbol for this town. Frenchboro has been nothing but a fishing town since 1820.
Here we are docking at Frenchboro, and it was a really nice little harbor area for the boats to dock in. There's Pap having his lunch. Frenchboro is a tiny little town. Only about 35 people live here year-round, so it's very tiny. This is the church and the school on the island. And there's that codfish weatherbane that Captain Eli was talking about. Here's the school that's been in operation for over 150 years, probably. This is a lobster boat that's going to be leaving Frenchboro Harbor, and we're going to see Captain Eli trap some lobsters and talk about it.
Female they couldn't keep was cutting a notch right here in their tail. And in that flipper, the second one in from the right, unless it's perfect, she has to be thrown back. And you can see a tiny bit of an imperfection there. So it may be the last time she had eggs, somebody cut a small notch into the tail. Even if she didn't have eggs, I wouldn't be allowed to keep this one. But because she does, I want to make sure that I use my nice notch cutter that puts a big enough notch into that flipper so that by the time it fills in, she will have outgrown the measure. So that notch is a ticket for life. Anytime she's caught from here on out, she'll have to be thrown back in the water, whether she has eggs or not. Then she'll outgrow the measure, and she's home free. So